And by the way, whatever you give my little granddaughter Esther, she will eat. So how come babies become fussy? Do you think Esther would be happy with a celery stick if she tasted ice cream? Chocolates? Huh? Sweet biscuits? No. You see, parents dictate the tastes of their children. Sorry, but they do. Because you look at a little crawling baby, they'll eat anything they find. If they find a caterpillar, they'll eat it, huh? So where does the fussiness come from? So it is starch that begins its breakdown in the mouth, as long as you've got all your molars. The other food is a saturated fat. Saturated fat begins its breakdown in the mouth. Saturated fat is a combination of short and medium chain fatty acids. And underneath the tongue there are sublingual glands, and they release lingual lipase. And lingual lipase is the enzyme that breaks down the saturated fat. So saturated fat is unique in that the breakdown begins in the mouth. That's the only digestion that happens in the mouth. But something very important also happens in the mouth, and that's chewing. We've got teeth for a reason. We should chew, chew, chew until our food is almost a liquid. And then the food comes down the esophagus through this little gateway here called the cardiac sphincter and into the stomach. So the stomach is the next organ of digestion, and the stomach is not an alkaline environment, it is an acid environment, and it's very important that it be an acid environment. You see, the folds that line the stomach are like this, and they are lined with gastric glands, and 2/3 of those gastric glands release mucus. And what that does is that provides a thick mucosa wall protecting the stomach about what is released in here. Now what's released here is pepsinogen, and the other enzyme that's released there is hydrochloric acid. Now in an acid environment, pepsinogen and hydrochloric acid unite to release pepsin. And pepsin is the enzyme that breaks down protein. So the only food that's broken down in the stomach is protein, and it's broken down by pepsin. Hydrochloric plays a very important role. You see, hydrochloric acid not only unites with pepsinogen to release pepsin that breaks down the protein, but hydrochloric acid is antifungal, antibacterial. So if any fungus or yeast or bacteria happens to be on the food we're eating, if you've got nice strong hydrochloric acid, it basically annihilates it. And you can see why God meant this union to happen here, because if pepsin was here, pepsin could start breaking down the lining of the stomach.